It's Monday and the markets are crazy bullish. When do we go down? Apparently never. All right, team. Well, it's back again. Another Monday. Another new all-time high on the SPY. I've been reminding traders a lot recently, just so that they understand, you can be in this, right? In the SPY, you can be in shares, you can be in calls, you can have put sales, you can day trade it. Really, really interesting day trade too on a 5-minute chart. So if you turn off the extended hours, I mean, it just opened, had some small retest, and that was it. Now right here, since it's about 2 Eastern, we could get a small pullback, but in general, man, I mean, again, it's gapping on a weekly chart. Last week was a relatively nice bearish high wave candle. So it looks like we're just going to keep going higher, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal. Upwork, UPWK, small update today. I know a few people are in that one. So if you are in Upwork, I'm out of those puts for right now. Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, again, really, really small retracement. It could probably come back up to the 200. And if it does that, which it probably will, I will snag some more long puts on Upwork. Tesla, speaking of snagging some more, look at this gap today. Beautiful pattern, gorgeous. This is the one that most traders are making tons and tons of money on. Yes, it did have a little bit of a false breakout right here on August 12th. We had a big drop on August 16th, perfect hammer on August 17th, one white soldier on August 18th, and then a bearish high wave followed by another bearish high wave today, gapping up on a Monday. I don't know if all of you saw the Tesla AI event or not, but good grief. If you didn't, you definitely should. I just don't see that being bearish at all. So this weekly chart, really nice, interesting hammer on a weekly. The 10 EMA just kind of pressing this up. So I do expect Tesla to go higher, if not this week, next week. But I mean, maybe a small pullback next 2 or 3 days, and then probably a continuation higher, it seems like to me. So stay bullish. I'm in this one, be in this one. Looks good, feels good, trades good. Best of luck for those who have shares or positions in Tesla. Next on the list is STNE, StoneCo Limited, also known as StoneCo Steve Austin. And this one is up a little bit, 5% today. I did buy some calls after this huge bullish volume came in with a break above there. Here's the weekly chart, long-term 100 simple, acting as a little bit of a support. And earnings are right around the corner on StoneCo Limited. They will come in next week, I believe, right before September gets here. So we'll see what happens on StoneCo Limited. Overall, though, pretty decent company. Interesting charts, interesting fundamentals, really, really fun grower. Here is the monthly chart just as a reminder, and some good pullbacks on this one. Does it look like a double top? Absolutely. So again, the big question is, will it turn into a double top or will we go higher? Not entirely sure, but we'll see. Got some calls snagged on Friday and added to some today, so we'll find out. That is StoneCo Limited. Looks nice though overall. Netflix, NFLX breaking out, had a multi-bottom, triple bottom looking thing. Is that a triple bottom? Back in July. Bounced off the long-term moving averages, just really good consolidation. And we're going to trade up into the resistance of this channel on Netflix. So old resistance, new support. This is one that over earnings had a few traders pick up like 3 or 4 shares and then 5 shares every week or so, just if they have a Netflix account. So this way they don't ever have to pay for the Netflix again. And as of right now, that is turning out to be the case. Another free year of Netflix on Netflix. Nice looking consolidation, beautiful bounce, looking good. Proctor and Gamble. Procter & Gamble making some new all-time highs recently. Here's the weekly chart. My buddy Ken Freeman has a big Procter & Gamble position, and it looks strong, guys. I mean, if it pulls back to 137, buy the dip, but the overall trend looks nice. Pfizer, obviously the big talk of the town today, and Pfizer with the gap up above these two candles, nice little inside pair of candles. Overall trend is bullish. Pfizer had this compression back in May, June, and July, and then broke out with a very, very nice hammer on July 21st. Just started scorching the earth. I mean, blue chip of blue chip, dividend paying. Look at this compression. I mean, Pfizer really battled that resistance at 39 since November of 2019. So once it did break out, just nothing but upside on Pfizer. So congratulations. Moderna, mRNA. So Moderna has just been absolutely steamrolling the bears. My buddy Ron Halley, who has turned in his job resignation, high five, Ron, got another full-time real-life trader. Big hugs and love your way, brother. Moderna, he has a really interesting collar on this particular position. Nice little gap today. Overall, cute little trend, and interested to see what that one does. Square had a small little gap up today. Definitely a retest gap, so you had to expect for it to retest. And it did. Pulled into some moving averages and slowly got a little bit of a bounce on Square. Overall trend looks pretty cool on that one. Expect that one to slowly continue higher. Earnings on Zoom also around the corner. And yes, this is a double top on the daily and weekly. So, as I mentioned before, the big question is, will we go lower? And that part I don't know. But I can say this, if you're looking at playing a bearish earnings strategy, getting into some maybe a 320, 280 September bear put spread on Zoom could be cool if they gap down on earnings, big if, because it is a nice double top. Chart looks good in case it gaps down. A lot of bulls would be hosed, and it could get some absolute pretty fierce selling. Now, realistically, I think Zoom's probably going to gap up small and kind of trade sideways, but that's just my thoughts on ticker symbol ZN. And last but not least, Beyond Meat, still sideways, still doing nothing, but it is at a support, and you do have a nice looking candle today. So a lot of traders are very comfortable at trading options in sideways moving markets, put sales, bull put spreads, maybe even an iron condor or two if you have some shares, some covered calls. Beyond Meat sideways at a support, doing its thing. The 100 simple on a weekly at 124.40. Just keep that on the forefront of your target. But cool looking candle, and yeah, I think it could go up a little bit higher. Actually, I lied. One more. Teledoc, believe it or not, if you're looking at your charts, it's true. I verified in 3 other locations, Teledoc is actually up today. Don't know why that could possibly be happening, but if you have some shares of Teledoc, we have an ongoing bet right now with Matt DeLong, Chief Technology Officer of Real Life Trading, that if Teledoc closes below this July 28th candle, he has to shave his head. So let's hope that happens, because that would be awesome to see Matt with a shaved head. Otherwise, it would be probably bad for some of us in our portfolios if we close below there, because Teledoc would go a lot lower. So let's see if this is the bottom. Let's see if we can start stabilizing around 135. Weekly chart, nice little hammer. We got some ways to go, but as of right now, at least it's not going straight down for anyone who is in Teledoc. All right, cool. That about sums it up for me, folks. Thanks so much for tuning into your Monday Real Life Stock Review. I will catch you guys on Wednesday. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.